P. Diddy and Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner is also in the case. That ain't no surprise. Remember, they went to celebrate P. Diddy's 50th birthday. I don't know how old is he now. And he celebrated with the Kardashians. Remember, for Halloween, P. Diddy made Kim Kardashian stay. Had her dress as one of the X-Men while he played as the Joker. I don't know if you guys remember that. And he had Caitlyn Jenner. Not a surprise with that. That man is going down. They already have the documentary, The Fall of Diddy. And all these allegations and things that is coming out, it is to be true. This man is going down. Caitlyn Jenner? I am not even surprised and shocked. And Caitlyn Jenner has tapes. There's tapes out there. She have, oh my Lord. Caitlyn Jenner got tapes. I'm talking about the man, which is a woman now. She has tapes out. I don't know if it's tapes with her and P. Diddy, but she has tapes with these. Yo, what goes on in these industries, I don't even want to know half the time. But these things are real. What they be doing is crazy. These Diddy parties be wild. And Caitlyn Jenner has been in them. Caitlyn Jenner has been in them. Oh man, the Kardashians is in it too. There's a reason why they quiet. There's a reason why they're quiet. There's a reason why Caitlyn Jenner is speaking out right now. I don't know if you guys have been seeing it, but she's speaking out at the White House. She just recently did it. Yo, these celebrities are falling. They're crumbling. And my God, I'll be glad when it falls completely. Because this shit is out of hand.
It seems like the Kardashians aren't the only ones facing potential fallout. If Diddy gets prosecuted, Caitlyn Jenner might also be affected, given her close ties to the rap mogul, similar to the connection her family has. The Kardashians, who are known for always being in the spotlight, have been scrambling to distance themselves from Diddy since the allegations and raid. Surprisingly, Kris Jenner, the matriarch of the family, has been noticeably absent during this time.
Nobody else?
Kris Jenner seems to be laying low, possibly to avoid any connection to the ongoing raids. She hasn't made any media appearances since the raid, and now there are tapes from Diddy's mansion that reportedly link her to the crimes associated with him.
Y'all, so when they raided Diddy's house, they're saying that they found incriminating evidence on Kris Jenner and they looking to talk to her, but Kris Jenner pulled the Houdini and disappeared. But yeah, Kris Jenner has a lot of explaining to do.
Could Kris Jenner, the matriarch of the Kardashian empire, be hiding something sinister? When authorities raided Diddy's opulent mansion, rumors swirled. Did they stumble upon incriminating evidence that could tie Kris Jenner to the scene? The authorities are eager to speak with Jenner, but she seems to be elusive. Are they struggling to track her down? Has the discovery of damning video footage ignited a sense of panic in Jenner? Could she have vanished into thin air to avoid facing the consequences? As the pressure mounts and the threat of imprisonment looms, the connection between Jenner and Diddy's crimes grows more apparent. Is Kris Jenner entangled in a web of corruption and deception? Could this be the scandal that brings down the Kardashian empire?
This isn't surprising to anyone, especially since Kris and her daughters have suddenly gone silent about the whole situation. They seem to be trying to lay low, likely hoping that the situation blows over without drawing more attention to themselves.
The once unflappable matriarch now finds herself vulnerable and exposed, her secrets laid bare for the world to see. For Kris, the allure of Diddy's world was irresistible. It offered not just fame and fortune, but a seat at the table of those who held the keys to the kingdom. In her pursuit of success, she was willing to blur the lines between right and wrong, moral and immoral. The desire to stay on top, to remain relevant in an industry that chewed up and spit out its stars with alarming frequency, led her down a dangerous path. The footage is a damning indictment of Kris Jenner's character, laying bare her willingness to compromise her values for a shot at success. It is a cautionary tale of the seductive allure of power and the lengths to which some will go to attain it. As the public watches in shock and disbelief, the end of Kris Jenner's reign as a media mogul seems inevitable. The once untouchable matriarch now finds herself on the precipice of ruin, her carefully constructed empire crumbling around her. The revelations of her involvement with Diddy and his criminal activities are a stain that may never be erased. In the court of public opinion, Kris Jenner stands trial alongside Diddy, judged not just for her alleged crimes, but for her betrayal of trust. The whispers of her exploitation of her daughters for fame and fortune grow louder, adding another layer of darkness to an already sordid tale. For Kris Jenner, it seems the end has indeed come. The glittering facade she so meticulously crafted now lies shattered, revealing the ugly truth beneath. As the final chapters of this saga unfold, one can't help but wonder, was it all worth it? The pursuit of fame and fortune at any cost, the willingness to dance with the devil himself. What price has Kris Jenner paid for her place in the spotlight?
When you associate with someone like Diddy, it's hard not to get caught up in his shady business. It's safe to say that the entire family might have a hand in some of the things Diddy's been accused of doing.
The news throws a harsh spotlight on Kim Kardashian's meteoric rise to fame. Whispers that her infamous sex tape with Ray J was a calculated move to gain notoriety in exchange for Diddy's backing now take on a sinister edge. Was Kim simply a pawn in a larger game, a carefully chosen launchpad for the Kardashian empire built on a foundation of questionable means? Speculation runs rampant. Some claim the video contains even more damning evidence against Kris, potentially leading her down a path to prison alongside her daughter Kim, should Diddy's trial expose the full extent of his alleged crimes. The Kardashian brand, meticulously built over years, now teeters on the brink of collapse. Endorsement deals may dry up faster than a California desert stream, and their carefully curated image could turn as toxic as a Hollywood casting couch rumor. Meanwhile, Kris remains hospitalized, the iron grip of her control seemingly loosened. Her daughters, once a united front, are said to be in disarray, their carefully constructed personas shattered. The investigation promises to dredge up skeletons from the Kardashian-Jenner closet, threatening to expose a truth far uglier than any carefully crafted reality show storyline.
She was so desperate to be in Diddy's inner circle that she even pushed her own daughter toward him, showing little concern for the consequences.
As the internet explodes with rumors of Kim Kardashian's alleged involvement in Diddy's shady dealings, Caitlyn Jenner steps into the spotlight with some shocking revelations of her own. According to reports, Caitlyn didn't mince her words, laying bare the truth about the situation. She purportedly claimed that it wasn't Kim who willingly dove into this mess, but rather Kris Jenner, who dragged her daughter into the murky world of Diddy's business. In Caitlyn's eyes, Kim was merely a pawn, pimped out by her own mother for fame and fortune. Kris's insatiable thirst for the spotlight knows no bounds, allegedly leading her to push her daughters into the shadows of deceit, from shady deals to money laundering, even resorting to brand copying, and using her church for tax evasion is no big deal for Kris. It's a bombshell accusation that threatens to shatter the Kardashian empire as we know it.
Caitlyn tried to expose Kris for pushing Kim toward Diddy, but many believe she only spoke up to regain public favor, not out of genuine concern for her daughter.
This was hella suspicious to a lot of people because Kim's timing was just a little too convenient. Because mind you, Diddy started getting accused of all these despicable things way back in November of last year, but she coincidentally decides to unfollow him everywhere just 24 hours before his home gets raided for evidence. I don't know about y'all, but it seems like Kim, along with everybody else that Diddy associates with, got word that the raid was going down and decided to detach themselves from him in case the feds feds actually did find something. This is Kim Kardashian we talking about here. Everything she does is calculated down to the T. People began to do some digging to find out what the T was, and girl, they discovered a lot of disturbing things. It all started when a woman on TikTok who goes by the name BB the Songwriter posted a very explosive video going into details about how Kim and Diddy were involved in Britney Spears' conservatorship and how Kim tried to do the same thing to Kanye when they were married. So apparently, Kim has been working on the side with infamous Hollywood manager Lou Taylor in a lot of her business dealings. Now, for those of y'all who somehow don't know who Lou is, she's the owner of the Hollywood management company TriStar Sport and Entertainment, where she manages several celebrities, including Diddy, Justin Bieber, and literally every single one of the Kardashians. Lou was actually the mastermind behind Britney Spears being thrown into a conservatorship, and she reportedly tried to do the same thing to Lindsay Lohan too, but her parents were not having it and dragged her to court.
Kim might not be entirely innocent either. Just 24 hours before Homeland Security raided Diddy's residences, she suspiciously unfollowed him on Instagram, raising questions about what she might have known.
People are now speculating that Kim also has a hand in Diddy's ring. Not only is she profiting off of other people's declining mental health and making them a prisoner of the system for her own benefit, but people also believe she's in cahoots with Diddy and his business. I mean, do y'all remember when Kim literally promoted a very disturbing campaign by Balenciaga where they were children? This disturbing photo shoot included 6 children holding teddy bears, wearing esque bondage gear, fishnet tights, leather harnesses, and chains. Also, one of the bears has a bruised purple eye, implying a really strange connection between children. The bondage imagery was not only glorifying children, but also has extremely eerie undertones of child abuse alongside. In a few images, the children were also surrounded by very adult-suggestive items, like wine glasses, beer koozies, duct tape, stuff like that. In one of the photos, the duct tape reads, Balenciaga, which many people online made the connection to Baal, an ancient Canaanite deity to whom children were sacrificed to. Kim willingly participated in this mess and got paid millions of dollars to promote it to her followers. She and Diddy are clearly one of a kind. The only reason she ain't going down with him is because she's more strategic with her actions and hides it very well.
On top of that, Kim is the only one among her sisters who's been accused of being involved in Diddy's alleged sex trafficking operations.
Initially, people thought this was a scheme orchestrated by Kris to help her and her daughters get a tax write-off. But it's looking like it's much bigger than that. Apparently, Lou Taylor is also a board member at this church, and they've been secretly receiving huge sums of money from Diddy to use in paying off his victims. Since the money's coming from the church, it looks like they're just donating money out of the kindness of their heart to these victims, when in reality, they're really paying hush money.
This person by the name of Lou Taylor is apparently Diddy's manager. And this Lou Taylor woman is also on the board of Hillsong's church home. Follow me, go with me. They are doing all of this, child, in the name of the Lord. Just follow the story. Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through some church fund, okay? Not only that, Kim Kardashian mama has been making these girls pay 10% tithes to some church that Lou Taylor and her husband is basically owner, co-owner, or whatever. So I was like, let me look into this Lou Taylor person. I'm thinking Lou Taylor was a guy who was a woman with a husband, whole husband, and they doing ministry and everything. Now, mind you, y'all remember the whole thing with Britney Spears? So come to find out, Lou Taylor, this gets deep, y'all, hold on. Okay, so Lou Taylor is the CEO of TriStar Sports and Entertainment. She's like a business manager icon. Now, Mike, do y'all know the Lohans? What's the Lindsay Lohan? So she apparently, allegedly, she has been behind most of these stars' conservatorship situations, especially Britney Spears. So before we talk about Britney, Mike Lohan, which is the Lohan girl, Lindsay Lohan's daddy, accused Lou Taylor and the mama Dina Lohan for trying to put Lindsay Lohan in a conservatorship concerning her money. Also, allegedly, there's a lawsuit from 2021 with Astroworld tragedy, and she's being sued for employment discrimination. This is what this Lou lady is. Now, Lou Associates maintain intense control also over Britney Spears' life and money. And she was behind even the conservatorship of why Britney Spears had that conservatorship, because she ended up becoming the business manager and took over the financial pieces of Britney Spears' whole situationship.
This is something that Lou and her husband have been doing for years, and they've been able to rake in millions of dollars for themselves. They get into spaces with these big celebrities, get them misdiagnosed with mental illnesses that they don't have, get a judge to put them in a conservatorship, and steal millions of dollars from them for as long as they can. And guess what? Diddy and Kim are right at the center of it all.
Besides that, it seems like the Kardashians and Diddy were involved in a lot of shady activities. Remember the California community church that Kris started and how she had members donate 10% of their earnings? Well, it's starting to look like that might have been just a front for something much more sinister.
Kanye himself revealed a while ago that he was prescribed an ungodly amount of lithium in doses that he didn't even need.
Look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah. So look at what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. You can see there's not much of her left.
And if y'all remember, Britney revealed during one of her court hearings that her family intentionally misdiagnosed her and pumped her with a huge load of lithium, which they later tried to use in court to claim that Britney was incapable of handling her own finances.
It might sound a bit far-fetched, but Kanye revealed that they tried to do the same thing to him by attempting to put him into a conservatorship, potentially to gain control over his finances and steal his money.